All right, welcome back for another Wheel of Time video. Yeah, we're moving on with the religion series, and I know that can be a hot topic sometimes, and sometimes you guys don't want to talk about it. So we're going to stay very respectful here, as we did in the Hindu video, and continue on with some other religions that influenced the Wheel of Time. Before we get any further, let's talk about spoilers, though. This will contain mild world-building spoilers, nothing major to the plot per se, maybe a little bit. So I would say, let's say after the Shadow Rising, or maybe even the Fires of Heaven, just to be on the safe side. If you want to be completely spoiler free, like I said, some of these things will be very, very minor spoilers, but just something to keep in mind if you want to stay 100% spoiler free. So, also today, this video is brought to you by our Patreons. Yeah, we have a wonderful Patreon team. As of the time of recording this video, there's 70 of them. You'll see them at the end of the video with all their names scrolling by. And I do want to give a special shout out to David Russell, our top tier patron, who definitely helps makes this channel and the podcast and everything great, and all the things we have, such as this fancy mic thing right here that comes with a really fancy mic boom that I can pull over and get really loud for you guys. So yeah, thank you so much, all you guys. So what's today's topic? We're going to be talking about Islam, Islamic influences on the Wheel of Time. Now, so someone might say, how did Islam influence the Wheel of Time? Well, I will quote the creator himself, Robert Jordan. On November 14th, 2000, he was asked in an interview. The question was, what religions have influenced your creation of the creator and the Dark One? His answer was Christianity, Islam, Judaism, and bits of heretical writing within those faiths. I'm hasten to add, I am not encouraging anything. I'm just a writer. I tell stories. So with that quote, obviously Robert Jordan hints to the fact that even in the creator and the Dark One, that is taken from what we consider the staple Western philosophy, including Islam. Judaism, Islam, and Christianity being the three major Western religions. So before we get into the influences that I found, let's first go back and talk a little bit about what Islam is. So I am not a scholar. I am not an expert. I am not a Muslim. With that being said, I do take care to be respectful and not to offend anyone. And if I do, please let me know in the comments. I can try to edit those parts out. All I'm trying to do is just bring information to you guys in a very, very concise manner and talk about how these things influence the books. So, what is Islam? So it's actually the second largest religion in the world. Almost 25% of the world's population practice Islam. People who practice it are called Muslims. You might have heard those terms interchange. Islamic or Muslims interchange. One is the person who practices it. The other one is the name of the religion, such as Christians and Christianity are Jews and Judaism. That's just the name of the people who practice it. So Muslims believe in a couple of main things. Their universal version of faith is that it was revealed through many prophets and reaffirmed over and over again. And those prophets, there's tons of them, but some of them are Adam, Abraham, Moses, and Jesus, amongst many others. And then the religious text, which is the Quran, spelled with a Q. It was written in Arabic and written directly by the prophet Muhammad, who, in their religion, God came down to him and spoke the true word directly to him. So basically what they believe is that over time, basically like a telephone game, the Christian and Judaism Bible, the Christo-Judeo Bible, has been corrupted by man, and Muhammad received the direct text directly from God. Therefore, it is the true text. So that's what they believe in. So technically speaking, it's the same God. The God Allah, which is what, it's the Arabic name for it, the same as Yahweh or I am or whatever you want to call it in whatever Western religion it is. It's the same God, God of Abraham. Going forward, also Muslims believe in 5 different pillars of Islam, which are profession of faith, prayer, charity to the poor, fasting, and pilgrimage. So those are the 5 pillars that every Muslim must do throughout their life. So enough about that. I can go probably talk for hours, and I'm not trying to lecture you on what the religion is. You can pick up a book or go to Wikipedia and learn all you want to about every religion in the entire world. Probably some of it's factual, some of it's not, but that's up to you guys. We're talking about Wheel of Time today. So let's get right into how they were influenced, or how the religion influenced it. So obviously there's some words and names inside the book that are heavily influenced, and as well as cultures. I am doing a culture series as well, so I'm not going to go too much in the weeds on the culture aspect of it. I'll just mention kind of where the religion fits in. And then we'll go from there. But let's talk about the words and names. So A-L, means in Arabic, family or son, is used often in Islam as a title of someone who's the son of. Like Al-Saud is the current ruling family of Saudi Arabia. So Al-Thor, Al-Mira are, had the Al name in front of it. And also it alludes to king in the books, what Al means, but it's definitely directly taken from Arabic. There's a couple other Arabic words that are used in Islamic teachings that directly come to the book. The biggest one, and most blaring one, is shaitan. Shaitan is the Arabic word for the devil. So you wonder where Robert Jordan got the name shaitan from? Yeah, that's directly from Islamic texts. That's where that comes from. Some other names, Isam, Elias, all names that appear throughout Islamic tradition. Isam actually meaning someone who safeguards. So I-S-A-M. So let's get quickly into the traditions. I'll leave you with those. Some of the traditions you see that might have been pulled directly from Islam. So first start with the Ayil. Like I said, here's where it gets kind of spoilery a little bit. The Ayil wear shufas, which cover their face, which is definitely a traditional Muslim garb to have that. It's called something different, but that's a traditional Muslim garb to have your face covered. And mostly it's for practicality. I mean, when you're living in the desert, if you're in Saudi Arabia or somewhere where there's a lot of sandstorms, it makes sense, like the waist. So that would make sense. But more borrowed is the idea of taking the fifth.
No, but I can tell you that I plead the fifth.
So we learned about this after the Dragon Reborn, really in the Shadow Rising, when the Aiel go and pillage Tyr, and they take a fifth of everything to bring back. This comes directly from Islamic teachings that whenever there is a battle, the battle booty or rewards from the battle, a fifth of it should be given to the Prophet Muhammad. Or the church, I guess you could say, the mosque. So that comes directly from the idea of the fifth as a battle reward. It's directly from Muslim tradition and teachings. Moving forward, we get to some other cultures. Tanchiko, obviously, they wear things like burqas with veils. That is very much a Muslim style of dress that the women wear, with the being veiled. You don't find that many other places in the world, although some other cultures do wear veils as well. That is not only to Islamic traditions, but that definitely probably was borrowed, knowing Robert Jordan's research and background from that. And the last place is Chaldea. Chaldea is a big horse kingdom. They have a big obsession with horse, and there's somewhere, actually, I couldn't find the exact interview, but I found a lot of things pointing to it, and maybe someone in the comments can go find it for me, where Robert Jordan talked about how he based Chaldea basically loosely on Arabia anyway. So I know this kind of went to the culture aspect more than the religion. As far as religious ties, like I said, it kind of gets jumbled together because there's so much similarities between Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Probably there's going to be a lot of those repeat type things when I go to those videos. I'm going to do deep dives on those influences as well, and probably spend more time on those, not to take away from Islamic traditions. Just I know there were some culture type things that influenced it as well. I wanted to focus on those versus mythos and things of that nature. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. If there's anything I missed, or anything that if you are a Muslim or practicing Muslim, or you have a friend that is, and that also reads the books, let me know in the comments about things that you found that are similarities, things I might have missed, that might have been influences in the building of the Wheel of Time. I know Robert Jordan was a religious scholar. He loved researching all the world's religions and adding little bits and pieces of that into this story, whether it's Eastern or Western or something else. So, like I said, leave comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, guys, peace.